I'm Evan Koslof. Here's your Spectrum News in 90. Former President Donald Trump raising some eyebrows and some serious funds at a Mar-a-Lago event. At the 2024 RNC spring meeting, Trump slamming the criminal cases against him, blaming the White House for his legal issues. The former president even likening the Biden administration to the Nazi secret police. Meanwhile, the criminal hush money case against Trump is set to resume tomorrow with a new witness taking the stand. And more than 24 people were arrested yesterday after pro-Palestinian protesters and police clashed at the University of Virginia's graduation ceremony. And at the University of Michigan's graduation, pro-Palestinian protesters were booed and removed after disrupting the ceremony. So far, more than 2,100 people have been arrested on college campuses since April 18th. And Texas has been slammed with intense storms, with Houston seeing its worst flood threat in years. Forecasters estimating around 1 to 3 inches of rain fell in the Houston area last night alone. That's on top of a foot of rain that's already come down over the last few days. Hundreds of people have been rescued from flooding homes, and millions more remain under a flood watch. And in Washington, D.C., a man is dead after crashing his car into a security barrier at the White House. Police say this was likely a traffic crash and that there is no threat to the public nor the White House. Those are your headlines. Now here's your weather on the ones. Thank you for joining us on Spectrum News. I'm Evan Koslof. Today is Sunday, Cinco de Mayo. Our top story, former President Donald Trump raising some eyebrows and some serious funds at a Mar-a-Lago event. At the 2024 RNC spring meeting, Trump slamming the criminal cases against him, blaming the White House for his legal issues. The former president even likening the Biden administration to the Nazi secret police. Joining Trump on stage at the event were House Speaker Mike Johnson and 11 other GOP members of Congress. This as he heads into week 4 of his New York City hush money trial. A new witness will take the stand tomorrow when court resumes. Still on deck for prosecutors to call Trump White House aides, Trump Organization employees, as well as the 2 key players in this case, Michael Cohen and Stormy Daniels. Spectrum national reporter Daniel Grimes joins us now in Washington. Daniel, can you give us a little more context to these controversial comments that were made on Saturday? Meanwhile, in Texas, the state continues to get hit with intense storms. The Houston area seeing its worst flood threat in years. Forecasters estimate around 1 to 3 inches of rain fell in the Houston area last night alone. That's on top of a foot of rain that's already come down over the last few days. Hundreds of people have been rescued from flooding homes, and millions more remain under a flood watch.
I can't remember a time when we've had the river quite this high.
The flood watch is set to end later today, and shelters have already been set up across the region. Well, the Saturday Night Live crew added their take on the pro-Palestinian protests happening on university campuses across the country. Cast member Kenan Thompson acted as one of 3 parents being interviewed in a news segment to discuss the movement.
Alexis Vanessa Roberts better have her butt in class. Let me find out she in one of them damn tents instead of the dorm room that I pay for.
During the sketch, mock parents also commented on the fact that their kids may not be able to walk the stage for graduation, referencing the series of canceled commencement ceremonies in anticipation of more protest disruptions. Well, coming up, NASCAR's Advent Health 400 rolls out at Kansas Speedway today. Who could take home the prize? That's coming up next. Mystic Dan is this year's big winner of the 150th Kentucky Derby. This is the incredible photo finish of Mystic Dan beating out Sierra Leone by just a nose. Forever Young came in 3rd in the tightest finish since 1996. Mystic Dan is now in the running to claim the coveted Triple Crown. Our Aaron Kelly got the great assignment and has a recap of all the excitement from Churchill Downs.
It's called the most exciting 2 minutes in sports.
The NASCAR Cup Series is returning to the Kansas Speedway today for the Advent Health 400. Denny Hamlin will be back in the driver's seat after being named winner of last season's spring race. But his opponents say they're not too worried.
Honestly, at this point, I'm not looking for a race win, guys. I'm literally looking to see the checkered flag.
Well, a new program has pulled in to New York City's subway stations to help people dealing with mental health challenges. Just ahead, an update on the rollout of this program and how it's going so far. New York Governor Kathy Hochul has touted a new program pairing mental health professionals with cops to target people who need help in the subway. Spectrum got an exclusive look at the new partnership heading below ground to see how they handle those with the most severe mental illness. Our Courtney Gross has this report. I'm Evan Koslof. Thank you for watching. Your Spectrum News in 90 is coming up right after this short break. Stay with us.